Hello, my name is Cynthia Huerta. I am a graduate student at GCU working on my Master of Arts in Teaching English as a Second Language. I am a pre-K teacher in El Paso, Texas, going on my 14th year. The purpose of this video is to talk about the professional dispositions of learners, specifically which dispositions do I possess, which dispositions do I need to work on to grow as an educator, and also in this video I will be explaining how a professional educator should look like and how they behave. One of the dispositions that I possess is being able to set high expectations for my students based on where they are. All students are learning at different levels, and based on that, I set realistic goals for each of them. For example, being a pre-K teacher, I expect my students to learn all of the letters of the alphabet by the end of the year. I know some students will reach this goal by the first month, and some will take longer, but I provide them the tools and the practice for all of them to achieve this expectation. Another disposition I possess is modeling integrity in my words and actions. I treat my students with respect, and I set the example for them to follow so that they can also do it to each other. There are dispositions I need to work on to be a better educator, and in our field there's always room for growth. As I mentioned, I work with pre-K students, and our class should be very engaging for those curious minds to learn. So I keep working every year to support their curiosity and to encourage active inquiry. Every year, I keep learning better ways to help them learn through play, because that is how students learn. I'm also working on being more reflective on my practices as an educator. If I am an educator with many years of experience, but if I don't reflect on how I work with my students, I'm not going to be able to see what works and what doesn't work. I could just be doing the same thing over and over with the same results, and not being reflective is not going to help me. So I'm going to keep reflecting with my experience, and that's going to be more beneficial for me and for my students. I am a professional educator, and I know that as a professional educator, I am a role model for my students. And professional educators are respectful, kind, empathetic. They keep learning best practices for their student success. They have strong classroom management skills so that their students feel safe in that environment. They're always available to help students, and they always smile and greet students in the hallway. Thank you for your attention to this video.